Good evening, everyone. This is Santero Balogum coming with another video. I wanted to come with a video this evening to talk about how to give back to your deities, how to give back to your spirit guides, how to give back to your practice. Many of us are in practices where we offer to our deities. We give our deities, whether it be a food offering. If we cook, we make a plate for our deities and we set it before them. We set it on their altars as a way of saying thank you. And if you are not in a practice of doing that, I wanted to just give these helpful hints, give these suggestions, give these recommendations of things that you can do. And please know this is not do it exactly the way I do it. This is something that you can do that will enhance your relationship with your deities, enhance the relationship you have with your spirit guides, enhance the relationship you have with the divine, being a spiritual practitioner, being a person who is magical and has magical and spiritual gifts that you render to society, that you render and utilize for your family, that you utilize for the benefit of your personal life. And so one of those things is offerings. I personally give offerings to the Orishas. I give offerings to the spirits that walk with me, whether that be rum, cigars, food, or what have you. But I wanted to also suggest that if you are in a spiritual practice, if you are a part of a spiritual or an earth religion, and you have taken the time to learn about your deities, you've taken the time to study, and you know the things that they like, offer those things to them. And when I'm referring to right now is not so much to offer to gain their favor, to offer to gain assistance in ritual, to offer to receive something. I'm speaking more from a different perspective. If you will just give me the opportunity to get you to think in a different way, if this is not your practice, offer of thanks. I've been a part of this practice. I've been a part of this religion. You've been walking with me. You've been talking to me and helping me in my practice, in my personal life. You help me with my children. You help me with my family members. I have clients and you help me with my clients. And as a result, their lives are better. So I'm going to give you this offering of thanks. I'm going to give you this offering just to say, I acknowledge your presence in my life. I acknowledge your presence in the lives of me helping my clients, my family members. So here is some flowers. Here is a plant that I'm going to put in my home, put it on your altar. Make sure I move it to the window to ensure it gets light, to take care of it because it's something that is provided to you based on thanks. I'm going to come home with something that's orange because I know that's your favorite color. I'm going to prepare an orange candle for you because I know that you like orange spice or cinnamon. So I'm going to add that essential oil to the candle and just light it and not ask for anything but to say thank you. And so thank you goes a long way. Oftentimes we have needs in our lives and we depend upon family members and we depend on our parents and we depend on, so we know that we can go to them and they're happy to provide for us and to us based on what they can do. And it's the same way with spirit, those spirits that's from the divine that walk with us, that talk to us, that help us in our daily lives. They don't want anything more than to see us beneficial, to see our lives enhanced, to see the journey that we're on get better, the road that we're on get lighter, that we have some of the things that we desire in this world, and that we're able to move through this world in peace and tranquility with guidance, that we avoid situations because we have divination, that we avoid what could come to us what could occur in our lives, but because we have divination and spirit guides that speak to us and guide us and help us, they want nothing more than to do that. But just the way we want to be appreciated, they want to be appreciated as well. And so offerings of thanks when you're cooking, and if you're short on cash and you need to feed your family, they see that. And an offering of thanks, lighting a candle and going before the altar and saying, I just wanted to take this time, because time is precious. And so if you take time to just sit before their altar, sit with them in meditation, sit with them in prayer and say, I see your help in my life. I see the benefits of who you are in my life. I see what you've done. I remember when I asked you for A, B, and C and how the outcome of that came. I see, because you walk with me and you inspire my life, how my artistry, my music, my business, my children, how I have the money for education for my kids, for their uniforms. I have enough food to put on the table to provide for my family. I just want to take this 10 minutes and sit with you in meditation and thanks. I just want to sit before you and tell you that I appreciate you. So time is another thing that we can provide to our deities, to our spirit guides, to the divine, to those that walk with us, that have made our lives enriched, even through the situations of daily life, even through the situations of being on this planet and having all of the different things to come our way. We just want to say thank you. And so as a result, and another thing, if you have deity that's and spirit guides that are attributed to certain areas in the world, Ogum and Yemaya are my spiritual parents, and Osane in the religion of Santeria. And so if you know anything about Ogum, Ogum's domain is the forest. Ogum's domain is the railroad track. Ogum's domain is anything dealing with iron. Yemaya's domain is the lakes and streams and the ocean. And Osane's domain is the herbs. It's every plant on the planet and the forest. And so if you take a time and take a pilgrimage and just go out to the domains where your deities are, and if they're not ascribed to any specific domain in nature, just communing with them in nature, going to the park and sitting on the park bench and just talking to them and saying, I just wanted to take this time and make a pilgrimage to come out into nature to thank you, to just thank you for being in my life, to thank you for what you've done. This is how you give back to your deities. This is ways that you can give back to your spirit guides and give back to the divine, give back to God. Another way is growth in your personality, growth in who you are as an individual on the planet. You give back to your spirit guides and the divine and your deities by growing as an individual, shedding those things that are not becoming as a spiritual person, shedding those things that are not becoming as a person who has the benefit as well as the knowledge to have spirit in your life, being a better person, being a more moral person, being a person and working on who you are as individuals. As much as we grow, we still need to grow. As much as we need to move from A, B, and C, we need to get to the next steps in life. And so by trying your best to be more patient with people, be more godly with people, be more holy, be more a light bearer, be more a person that is a truthful person, not lying, not being a person that uses people and uses their practice to harm people. All of these things make a difference, and it determines who we are. And when I say that, I know that sometimes we get messages, sometimes I get inbox. I'm not referring to when you need to go to your deity when someone is trying to harm you and your family. If you go to your deity and you explain to them, this situation is happening and my children are involved, this situation is happening and my home is involved, please help me. I'm not referring to those times. I'm referring to the people who you get cut off in traffic and you go home and light a candle, and your wish and intention is that that person has a car accident. That's not right by any means. That's not right. We can let things go and grow in our personality to say, you know what, I got cut off in traffic, the so and so and so and so, and I'm just going to go home and let it go. That's what I'm referring to. Those are the behaviors that we can shed to get to be a better person. And the other thing is, just like I said, anything you can do where you're taking time just to say thank you, that's separate from asking for something. These are the things that will enhance your practice. These are the things that will give back to your deities. These are the things that will lift you up and take you places in your practice, open up a new avenue for your spiritual gifts like none other. When we give an offering of thanks, when we give offerings of food or of plants and flowers and whatever it is that we say, thank you makes room for more. I want to thank you again for watching any and all of my videos. I ask that with this video, I have another video, how to receive more power in your practice. I'm going to put a link up so that you can just go and watch that if you have not. It has helpful hints just like this one of things that you can do to enhance your practice, to enhance your daily life, to receive more power in your practice. Ache.